even mentioned yesterday that Lael Collins will, likely, get some work in practice, ramp back up. Is there a job security issue with Lael potentially not just getting his job back in a couple of weeks?
None whatsoever. But he's fit. He's feels good. He's if there is an issue, it's just that he hadn't played a lot of football in the last couple of years, and so. But what I'm encouraged about is how good he is, how good a shape that he's in physically after his hip surgery that he had last year, and after being out some with the COVID situation. So all in all, I feel good about Lael. We all know what he means. He's a very physical, one of the top offensive linemen in the country, and we're just fortunate to have him back.
Jerry, where do you stand with Lael based upon what happened in terms of, trusting him and feeling good that he'll be there for you with whatever happened with the case and everything? How have your discussions gone with him that you can share in terms of, feeling like you can count on him moving forward?
Yeah, I'm well aware of every aspect of his case and the issues around his suspension. And that would really be shocking if those circumstances should happen again. Lael is very conscientious, and I do trust him.
Jerry Jones right here on the Fan. And look, the reason that, we're not freaking out and panicking if Lael needed a week or some time off is because of your depth. And we've talked about Steele. And it seems like this year, Jerry, your depth is really coming through for you more than years past. Can you speak on how good you feel about it and how much credit goes to Will McClay and your talent evaluators for getting some of this depth?
Well, who it gives credit to, frankly, is Phil, the coach. And he's the one that really has had Steele under his wing ever since he's been here and really helped him progress and in my mind, be at this level. And so that's real good. I have forgotten what spot, but I think Steele was picked seventh. So that's getting rolled down there as far as evaluation is concerned. But he's got a lot of good things. What you can't tell is what's inside, boy. What's in that heart and that's in that competes. And, man, has he done a great job of that. And it really makes the point that you get these guys out and you put them in a situation to play. If you can afford some of the learning curve and some of the issues that happen when you haven't played a lot, if you can afford that, you've got a good chance to be developing young talent. And he's the he's the picture of that, face of that.
So, Jerry, since you guys had the bye week, you've spoiled us with this record, so we're sitting back evaluating all the other good teams in the conference, like the Rams and the Buccaneers and the Cardinals and the Packers. You find yourself doing a little of that yourself, and how do you feel like you guys stack up right now today against some of the top-tier teams in the league? The Cowboys, do they belong in that discussion?
Well, let me just say this. Let me start off with showing my appreciation for what the Packers are. And they're going to be a tough draw, boy, for anybody. And they'll be a tough draw the rest of the year. I wouldn't dare go to the playoff time with any type of comparisons we're talking about any team because we've got so much water to get under the bridge and so many issues can come up. But they certainly look good. I think that Ram team looks good. I sure love the way our favorite son, one of our favorite sons in Dallas, is playing there, Highland Park graduate. So I'm excited for the way the Rams are playing as far as a good team in the NFL. But those teams come to my mind. I just think we've got to remember that teams evolve, teams get people available, or teams lose people. It's real hard to project that thing out there as to what it might look like playoff time.
Do you do what a lot of – I know we do this, or we go down the schedule when it comes out, and we just kind of say, oh, that could be a win, oh, that could be a loss, and Has the season sort of gone as you expected it to this point?
Now, I don't do that for the very reason I mentioned. The unknowns are so much a part of what teams are, how really, if you will, a few young players really step up and come through. And so I don't do that a lot, but look ahead and say, we'll be good there, we won't be good. I do look at home and away, and there are teams that have a really challenging situation at home, Seattle, those type of outings. And, boy, I immediately look at those. I look at the cold weather that we face when we get up in Washington, New York, and Philadelphia at the end of the year. We usually do that. And so those are the kinds of things I look at on schedule.